Back in old Hawaii, the members of like the kings and queens, the chiefs, they're called ali'i. If you are a member of the ali'i, you most likely live somewhere nearby here, because the Wailua River is the largest river. That's our main source of fresh water. They would live somewhere close by, and there would be lots of fishing villages up and down the banks. They're everywhere, and because they're everywhere and they do outnumber us, you can hunt them whenever you like and however many you like. There is no limit. We also have California black-tailed deer here. Those do have a limit and a season. Those were a gift from the state of Oregon, 1959, when Hawaii became a U.S. state. The state of Oregon congratulated us. You guys seen a mongoose on any of the other islands?
No.
I was just on Maui this last weekend and I saw a bunch of mongoose. In fact, I went golfing with some friends and there was a sign that said, "Beware of mongoose." You know, like put everything away in your car. They steal your. Just go out and buy. You know, on those far ends, but they're gonna be very expensive. Foodland is a grocery store in Princeville. Has anybody heard of Princeville before? It's a very exclusive, gated community up north. It's where Ben Stiller's got a house. Some other celebrities live up there. Just past there, Pierce Brosnan lives up there. And Foodland is the grocery store that is in Princeville. It is known to be one of the most expensive grocery stores in the entire country. $15 for a gallon of milk. I have not been in that grocery store. I try to avoid it at all costs. So I have not been in it in a couple of years. I went to the beach up there one time. We stopped in to get some sandwiches, some chips. I got like a sandwich, chips, a drink, maybe a snack or something. It was like $45. It was insanity. It was just crazy. So I don't know what eggs are there, but they got to be expensive if it's $15 for a gallon of milk. But yeah, that is Foodland. It's been known to be one of the most expensive grocery stores in the country for years now. I've been here for almost 14 years, and you hear people talk about it all the time. It's been really expensive for as long as I've known. So better off coming into town when you get a chance. You know, if you do live up there, chances are if you do live up there though, you do have quite a bit of money, because it is one of the most expensive places to live on the island. Houses up there are multi-billion-dollar homes. You probably can't find any home in Princeville for less than probably like $3 million. So we have one Costco here, we have one Walmart, one Target, one Home Depot. They're all in Lihue. So you might have to travel a little bit of ways, depending on what side of the island you're on, to get certain things. We all try to shop local as much as possible, but it's tough, you know, when you live on one of those far ends and you don't want to spend all that money in gas to drive down here, when you can just order free shipping off Amazon Prime, right? So try to, you know, support local as much as possible, but also got to save some money too. On the left is Wilcox Medical Center. This is our main hospital on the island. This is funded by the Wilcox family, who used to own a big sugarcane plantation in town. This is one of our more popular tourist attractions. On the left, this is Walmart.
It's so everywhere.
You guys have those on the mainland?
Yeah.
That is our one and only. On the right over here, you see a couple of chickens, or as I call them, escapees from next door. But they maintain the front of it as if it were a movie theater. Like I said, they changed those movie posters. A lot of them were films that were filmed on island. Right now there's a King Kong one in the window. days, 7 nights. All our county buildings on the left up here. DMV, courthouse is over here. State buildings. Parks and Rec, Mayor's office, Roundhouse building up here on the left. If you were to take this left-hand turn, it takes us down Rice Street, car dealerships, Kauai Museum, some local businesses. And now this kind of turns into the newer developed area of the city. Is built up pretty much within the last 2 decades. This is where you would find our mall. It's called the Kauai Grove Mall. Costco's up here, Home Depot, doctor's offices, fast food restaurants. Got our supermarkets up here. There's a Safeway and a Times. City here. Little white bird on the right over here. These are egrets. I like to follow all the landscapers around the island. They, dig up all the bugs that the heavy equipment leaves behind. The Wilcox family used to own that funded our hospital as well as our community college here. You're going to see this property open up in just a second here. I see some horses in the field. That is to our right now. Some horses. I see the sugarcane train there. That's how they used to harvest all the sugarcane. Now they do tours of the property on that train. Big mansion on the right. That is now a restaurant and bar. All the rooms are filled with like galleries, gift shops. That is where the Wilcox used to live. This is the community college here on the right. This is where this used to be all sugarcane as well. KCC, Kauai Community College. Lots of solar panels. These are pretty new. We have a big solar farm on the east side. It has like 130,000 solar panels now. And they all charge these big batteries the size of like shipping containers. But our main source of power here on island is still diesel. Burn diesel over here. And that's it, guys. That's our big city for you. It's as busy as it gets here. Now we got some more jungle and country to roll through until we get to our tree tunnel. I'll announce before we roll through the tree tunnel. That's pretty much going to bring us as south as we can go. These big giant trees on the right. One of those trees you'd see like on an African safari. Maybe not even. It's hard to tell because they grow so quickly. When they first start growing over here in Albizia, they grow like 6 feet in a year. They grow too big. It's ready to harvest when the first bananas start to turn yellow. Cut that rack off, hang it somewhere, and the rest of them will ripen over time. Kauai Humane Society on our right, a couple dog parks over here. This is where they take in all the stray dogs and cats.